Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for stopping by this morning. I hope you have your favorite coffee cup. I'm continuing with the theme of Alaska because I will go back one day, and Cassie's cup is
so big that I can't even see you when I take a drink. It says, focus in there, Gary.
Oh,
there it goes.
You gotta get that.
Mama needs some coffee, because that's how we're feeling this week.
And over on our coffee bar area at our house, there's a picture on top that one of my sons drew from the back of the minivan.
I think I threw it away the other day.
On the way to school.
Oh, that was something else. I think that one's still there.
So little Ranger drew that about 2 years ago. Maybe it was a year ago. What does it say?
Mama needs more coffee. Or is that what it says?
Yeah, it said Mama needs more coffee. I think Mama was probably keeping them on their toes that day, making sure they were in line, right? Yeah. So, the perfect amount of caffeine
it's as big as my head.
Always makes the day go by a little bit easier. So hopefully you've got a little bit, if that's what it takes to get you started.
Mazzy actually asked yesterday, why do adults drink coffee? I told her to keep us sane.
Well, and we like it. Mazzy, why do you like chocolate milk? Huh, daughter? Because she likes it. So we hope that you guys are getting your week off to a good start. We're already one day down, but we are, busy as a cat in a sandbox burying its poo.
I've never heard that. Did you just make that up?
You know how busy that is? Have you ever seen a cat in the sandbox?
Did you make that up?
I think I've heard it before. I'm not going to take credit for it.
Okay, let me know. Did Gary just make that up? Because I've never heard it.
All right, well, we've been busy. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We have the Angels back, and we've been dealing with a little bit of allergy stuff with them. So that kind of has kept Cassie up a night or two off and on. So she does need more coffee, and that's why she's got it.
Yeah.
So there has been all kinds of stuff going on in the news, the media. Cassie especially tries not to bring too much of that into play with you guys because she doesn't like
crazy.
She doesn't like dealing with the crazy people in the comments.
Well, people want to hear happy things right now because everywhere else they hear crazy stuff, one way or the other. And I try not to talk about it because you guys hopefully are going to watch us no matter what our personal opinions are. You watch us because we share our life and our kids. But also, if you're on social media 5 minutes, you've heard from this end to this end, and then your head hurts and you don't know what to believe. So I choose to just stay out of all that.
So I'm going to start this little part of our conversation off with, this is not a debate. This is not a
kill each other in the comments.
This is not a political agenda, one way or the other. But recently there was a huge Supreme Court case where Roe versus Wade had been on the books of law for 50 years, and it was overturned. So no matter what side of the aisle you're sitting on that, we sit on the pro-life side. We believe that everybody deserves a chance to live and have life. And what we want to focus on, though, again, is not the debate side, because technically there is no debate at this point. The law is overturned. It's the law of the land. The Supreme Court, at this point, it's done.
I will say, though, as I have tried to educate myself a little, because I try not to just say, well, this is what I believe, so I only read these people or listen to these or whatever. I do try to look at the other side, educate myself. One thing I've heard a lot is there are some cases where it's needed to save the mom or, whatever. So we're not talking about that because when I've seen other people talk about this, that's been the thing. When people say they're pro-life, they're like, well, that can't be, period. So we do understand that sometimes it is necessary.
Yeah, and that's the weeds I wasn't going to get into. I was just going to go right past that because, again, that's one person's opinion, one side or the other. But what I want to focus on is what happens after a baby is born and that child is no longer wanted by the mother for whatever reason. The cards are stacked against them. and something else becomes an option, and that is foster care and or adoption. So as you guys know, Cassie and I are both very in tune and passionate about foster care. We have been a certified foster home for our tribe, Cherokee Nation, for over 10 years, and we have adopted 2 children.
And we've fostered, if I can keep track, 5 that we haven't adopted.
Yeah, so we've fostered 7 total, adopted 2, and we plan to have our foster home open past this point. So, ... more to come. And that is what we want to talk about, though, today, was just the importance of people to embrace foster care now more than ever. The need, if it was great, which it already was great, there's already a giant gaping hole of need for people to do foster care and to adopt children right here in the United States, right there, wherever you're sitting at, in your state, and probably other countries, there's probably needs as well. But it's a great need, a need that needs to be fulfilled. We are personally convicted as evangelical Christians. We feel like there is a calling specifically to us that God has called the church, meaning His people, us, to fill that role, to fill the void, to take care of the orphans and the widows, the orphans being the foster children and those that need to be adopted.
Yeah, and I will say, we always say not everyone is called to foster, but everyone is called to do something. And there's lots of different avenues and lots of different things that people need to be doing. But in this situation, in this scenario, still not everyone's called to foster. But what can you do? Can you provide there's like pregnancy crisis centers and things like that. Can you go and donate money or time or supplies, or can you provide a meal to somebody who is fostering and sometimes you feel overwhelmed and you need help? We have amazing people that do that for us in our lives, send gift cards or call in food or stop by with food, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus, I did not want to mess with that today. And it's a true blessing. So there are people who are called to foster who don't ever answer that call because they're scared. So that's kind of who we're talking to about fostering, but also everyone's called to do something and help in some way. Yes,
and it isn't easy. It's hard. There are all different...
There are days that you need more coffee. And have you noticed when I take a drink, it changes the camera color because it's like, what is that ginormous thing? Watch. And then it gets bright.
And now people are going to tell you, Cassie, look at the camera. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen, Cassie.
We're amateurs. But don't chase the rabbit because we're being serious here.
No, we are being serious. And you made me just lose my thought.
I'm so sorry.
Exactly what I was thinking about. But it is hard. That's what I was getting to.
Yes.
It's not easy. There are going to be hard days. And you have to have the mindset of this is only a season. So when it rains... When it storms, sometimes it might rain and storm for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. But guess what? At some point, the rain is going to go away. The clouds start slowly moving back. The sunshine comes back out. It's for a season. And can we stretch ourselves thin our entire lives completely?
No.
No.
But there's also a season with your biological children who make you want to rip your hair out.
Yeah, it's not any different than raising. I mean, it is different than raising.
Different.
And
there are different problems. Sometimes they come in with other baggage and things that we've had to say, okay, I have no clue how to handle this. I can't handle this like I did ransom or math or whatever. So I got to approach this differently. I got to take a deep breath. I got to say, tag, you're it. And Gary, go deal with it as I go and take a moment. So it's life. And sometimes it is a lot. But if God has called you to it, He'll help you get through it.
And I think we need to just recognize the fact as a society that you cannot be pro-life without being pro-foster care and pro-adoption. Because what are your expectations if a life continues to live, then that child is going to need care and is going to need cared for, and it's going to need somebody, and that somebody could be you. So that was really the main thing I wanted to get to. Don't want this to be a giant debate because, like I said, it's the law. It's the law of the land. It's on the books. The Supreme Court. It's done. So it's finished.
Now what?
And here's a line. And see this? This is where we were at for the last 50 years, and now we've crossed that line. So this is a starting line for a bunch of people out there to step up and do anything and everything you can to help in the foster and adoption arena.
Also, our preacher said Sunday, and we always tag our church services. If you want to go to our Facebook page, you can find it. Our church also has a YouTube channel. But our preacher said, and I'm not quoting because I can't remember word for word, but he did say, now is the time that the work begins. Those of you who are pro-life, if you don't help, then your word means nothing. So that really touched me because you want this, now it's time to work.
Yep. So that's probably about as serious as we're going to be, who knows, for the next month or two. We might pull something out of the bag.
I'm sweating. That was a lot. So no more seriousness around here.
The emotions run high, but we do try to keep it as real as possible, and this is something that's real to us. So that's why we really couldn't go on without at least saying something and just putting that out there. Hopefully somebody out there is listening and responds. So
yeah, and like we said, either way you see it, it is what it is. So now what are we going to do? We have had a busy week, like Gary said. We have one who is under the weather, and that's led to some sleepless nights for us. When he has woken up and, like, you know, when you're snotty, like, I don't know that he's ever really woken up, but he's whining, and so we go in there, and then it takes us a while to go back to sleep, and then he whines again. So no fault to him, but you know how it is when you're congested. It's just miserable trying to sleep. So prayers for him. We're not to that part yet, but prayers. We got to the doctor. We're on the road to recovery, but hopefully it's sooner than later.
Yeah, we thank all of you guys for the prayers that you've been sending. I know in the last video, several of you said that you were praying for the angels, and we so appreciate that. So we also have some other news going on here in Oklahoma that broke a couple days ago, like breaking news right after breaking news. I
had to get a sound effect, but I couldn't figure out how to make it.
Oh, people loved your sound effects last time.
Well, it was a breaking news sound effect, but then I realized it was ESPN, and that wasn't appropriate.
Oh, let's do it. Shattered glass.
No. See, that wasn't the right breaking news. What's a breaking news one? Bum, bum, bum. No.
Okay, I will go with that. Let's do the ESPN one, but I got to think of the name of it. It's Creators. Okay. All right, that's it? Is that it?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Wait, hang on. I think there might be another word to it. United.
Creators United.
No, Creators Conference United.
Okay, we're gonna go. Let's go with that. Ready? ESPN music. 3, 2, 1.
No.
Creators United Conference.
Or Creators Conference United.
Or Creators Conference United. We're not official spokespersons by any means.
No, we are not affiliated. No.
We're not affiliated, but we do plan to attend. So
yes.
Our good friend Sean, Keeping It Dutch, and Daniel from Arms Family Homestead
and their wives.
I mean, that's just the people that I saw on the camera talking about it most. I said their channel names, so that includes their wives.
I keep messing up the lighting with my ginormous cup.
And quit doing that.
Well, I'm thirsty.
So they are putting on a conference for creators, and it is going to be a very, very valuable event for folks like Cassie and myself, channels that are trying to do content creation, video creation. Did we mess it up?
Yeah, we butchered it.
All right, what is it?
Video Creators United.
Okay.
But it's a conference.
Okay, Video Creators United Conference.
Join us for the first annual Creators Conference.
Wow, we're bad.
But the website is Video Creators United. Dutch must have come up with this. I'm kidding. I knew it had United.
Hang on. I'll leave an iCard for it right now. So there it is.
Yeah, so it's August 26th and 27th of 2022. That's in 2 months. So they just, Dutch put out a video, Daniel and DJ went live, and information is on the website. It's in Broken Arrow at a really cool venue that we didn't even know existed. Actually, it's a hotel, but a venue as well. Yep. We got our tickets. I think we might have been some of the first ones to get them. And we got our rooms booked. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, Cassie and I will be attending. I was kind of excited. It's a kidless event. So we'll have some good quality time to...
we don't even going to learn. We're just going to
hang
eat
out.
the food. It said catered food, so I mean...
Catered food, no kids.
I asked if it was a buffet on the live, and no one answered me.
You should know that buffets are like out now. I guarantee it'll be a buffet probably. Because when they cater food, that's usually what it is. Unless you want the full service of like...
I'm talking about... Well, yeah, that's true. I'm talking about, can I eat endless amounts?
So...
I don't mean am I going up there and getting it myself.
There will be at least 2 or 3 people that don't show up.
Buffet style.
And you can have their plate, I'm sure, if you don't, if you want it.
Or is it like, Cassie, you get 1 roll and that's it?
So, the main point I wanted to stress on this was what is a creators conference versus a like Okie Homesteading Expo.
This is like a 2-for-1 video.
Yeah. So, well, I just don't want like our subscribers thinking,
yeah,
hey, totally we need to go sign up for this and go right now.
Yeah.
If you have a YouTube channel and you want to learn how to create better videos, more videos, titles, thumbnails, monetization, growing your channel.
This is for creators.
This is for YouTube creators.
This is not for fanboys.
It's not for just people to go and meet.
Unless you just want the food.
Meet Kevin and Coghill and Dutch and Daniel and
Lester from I'm a Survivor and his wife Jamie. And there was another platform that's going to be there. I can't remember what it's called now, but it's another platform.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited about listening to some of the creators about how they get the content out.
We have our own technique and how we do it, but it's always good to hear other people's and then make it yours. The Expo was for coming and meeting some of us if you wanted to. It was for coming and meeting other creators and channels, small channels, big channels, whatever. It was for, I don't even have Facebook, but I want to come and learn how to grow my own food. I want to learn how to butcher a chicken. Like
the Expo was
the Expo was a lot of things, but this is for people who are creators, and I'm excited to find out too. A lot of people don't realize that YouTube and Facebook are separate. The people who watch your YouTube channel aren't really your people that watch your Facebook. A small amount, but some people don't realize that that's 2 separate things. So I'm excited to hear all that and learn more about that stuff.
Maybe grow to another platform. Maybe there's a platform out there that
I don't know if I can handle another
that we could be posting on that we don't know about to share with others. So the main thing I also wanted to say was 200 people. So there's a max of 200. So if you are a creator, you want to go, you'll want to hurry up, go out there, buy your tickets, book your rooms, and I know that Daniel addressed this. Tickets are $500.
That's what I was about to say. Tickets to this kind of stuff is not cheap. Some Debbie Downers out there and negative, I won't say Nancy because some Nancys are nice.
Yeah,
but
lots of nice Nancys.
Those people like, oh, that's so much money. Like, this is for people who get it. Like, we get it. Learning, them giving us their knowledge that has taken years and hard work and them telling us, like, that's valuable. But also, they got to pay for the venue. They got to pay for the speakers. They got to, do all the things. So for us, it was a no-brainer, and it was worth it.
Also, there are a lot of other conferences that you could attend similar to this that are a lot more. I know in the business realm, there are conferences that coworkers of mine and I went to that are anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 for one event. Multiple days, 2 or 3 or 4 day events. But these kind of things aren't normally cheap. So if you're a creator, you're probably going to get enough value out of it to justify it. So we hope to see you there. We'll be there. So as far as catching up with the walkers, you guys know what we've been up to. That's puppies. We have been dealing with the puppies. We got them all bathed. Cassie did that. Got all the ticks off, fleas off. We had K&S get out to the
I
farm.
didn't just do that. I wormed them and I gave them shots
Oh,
also.
wormed them and gave them shots. Cassie's our local veterinarian. Next time I have a cow down that needs a calf pulled, I'll be calling you.
No thanks.
Okay. But K&S came out to our house. They picked a puppy, and they don't quite have their goats yet. They're going to be getting their goats in a few weeks. And so we told them we would keep the puppy here. We're not saying the name, even though Cassie wants to. And we would give it a little bit of training. So we're going to be getting some small goats in there with that puppy and another puppy that we're holding for somebody else that's also a YouTuber. Right, Cassie?
Yes.
Is that still a secret?
Yes. You
Okay.
should not say too much.
Okay, that's all I'm
I've
going
just
to
been
say.
saying we're holding a puppy. I haven't said it's for another YouTuber.
Oh, and I let the cat out of the bag on this one. So there you go. Catching up with the walkers always gives you the first take.
But good news is we got rid of all the others. So 3 have left, 2 are still here. And we found great homes for all of them. I'm excited to watch them grow. All 3 were local people, only 1 YouTube watcher. So last time, I think we sold 2 or 3 to viewers. This time, 1 viewer, and the others were locals who the daughter goes to our church. She told mom about one, and then aunt saw the one that she got, and she had to have one too. So local people, and they have great homes, and we're excited about it.
Yeah, I think that
Also, someone commented a while ago and say, YouTubers say excited and so too much. And I just said excited for no reason.
that's random, but it's probably very true. But, whenever you're making a video, if it's not exciting, who wants to watch it?
And when you can't think of what to say, you say, I'm excited, or so.
So, what are we going to talk about next, Cassie? Now, I know what we're going to talk about next.
I'm super excited.
So we're so excited.
Don't get the giggles.
We're so excited.
Oh, Jesus, take the
I said it
giggles.
3 times.
Okay, stop.
We're so excited to see the puppies go to good homes. But the best part was we got to hold the puppies for a little bit. The kids got to play with them. Cassie got her puppy fix.
And we're still holding one for 2 or 3 more weeks and another one for a month.
Yeah, so that's the other benefit of this whole thing is we got to interact with the pups and get them off to a good home. Also, another reason you should be so excited is because I got a good lead from Kyle from K&S Get Out on a new microphone.
Oh, yeah.
So he
We're going to get Chad one for Christmas.
we are upgrading our microphone to one that does a lot better job of canceling the wind noise. And you guys know...
For our camera. If people that video on a phone, there's no helping or saving them.
Well, you could get a whole setup where you
unless
mount
you do
a top and then
Grandpa
mount...
Adler, you have to wear the mic, right?
Or you could wear a lapel mic. So there are ways, but what we're talking about is for our Canon camera where we hold it or put it on a tripod. But it's going to cut out a lot of the wind noise, which will make a better quality video for you guys. And that's...
You're going to have to wrap this up.
And that's what we're mainly worried about.
Oh, goodness.
So, as far as... We're going to end the video now. As far as praying, here on Catching Up with the Walkers, we like to spend some time sharing some prayer requests that we have and also providing an opportunity for you guys to post down in the comments below some of your needs. So, like we said earlier, one of our angels has some gunk... allergies type stuff.
Yeah.
And that we need to...
nothing serious, nothing contagious. Been to the doctor.
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Once little kids get congested, starts out with a runny nose. Once they get congested into the ears, takes a while to get it under control.
Yeah, so prayers are much appreciated with that.
Yes, and we had asked a couple weeks ago for prayers for our friend's dad. They have more information. He has cancer. His name is Kevin. And the cancer is more advanced than they realized. He goes Thursday for, I guess, you have to go to meetings and things about chemo. I think she actually called it a class. So they have to go to that and then start aggressive treatments ASAP. So please keep him in your prayers. The family, navigating this new thing. and need lots of prayers and just to feel God's presence.
Yes, one of the most wonderful families in our community. Your prayers are much appreciated. So we want to thank you so much for following along with a little bit of seriousness and a little bit of goofiness from, well, I don't know who. But we hope that you have a great rest of your week. God bless, and we'll see you next time.
Love you guys.